Yo, what's good, guys? This is Willie P. And let me say this first. Thank you for watching my video. And if you like, please subscribe. And if you got good comments, or you got bad comments, you know what to do. Put it right down at the bottom. Yeah. Got a lot on my mind, so I want to make it quick. The Wire from gamblersadvisory.com came out with these two videos about Alex Ariza's quotes on Bob Arum holding up the fight. Now, in his videos, he was saying that Manny Pacquiao is the real boss. That Manny Pacquiao kind of is doing this all for an upper hand in negotiations with Floyd. And that he calls all the shots. And if he wanted to fight Floyd, he can fight Floyd. And I was kind of thinking, I don't think he was right about that. So it had me scrolling down and looking at the comments to see what you guys' opinions were. And I looked down and I found this guy, Boxing Wasp, right? I love that guy's videos. He's always going out there. He knows a lot about boxing. Definitely watches boxing. So in his video, he was kind of replying to Dwight's comments. And he basically had his own argument where he's saying that Manny Pacquiao isn't his own boss. Manny Pacquiao doesn't decide who he fights. Bob Arum decides who he fights. And I agreed with that more. And if you haven't watched those guys' videos, you should watch them. The Wire and Boxing Wasp. Now, both of their arguments were pretty great, but I had to go with Boxing Wasp argument. Even though Boxing Wasp, to me, I love his videos. I love you, dude. I love you. I think it's a little too pro-black. He acts like everybody's against black fighters. And in some ways, that might be true, but not always. I see and I watch and I hear a lot of white people, or not just white, say that Floyd Mayweather is the best fighter in the world, pound for pound. The guy who on ESPN that went on it right after the Marquez and Pacquiao fight, he's not black. He's not Chinese. He's not Puerto Rican. The guy's white. So it's not about a race thing. It's true. Because one reason why Floyd Mayweather wasn't pound for pound is because he was not active. Manny Pacquiao had like 3 or 4 fights, and he hasn't fought in 2 years. Of course Manny Pacquiao is pound for pound. How's he not pound for pound to a guy who's not fighting? But anyway, I feel like this guy is hated because he wants to be hated. That's what sells, being a villain. Because if he was just a good guy, a church-going guy, didn't throw his money away and do all that, people wouldn't like him. People wouldn't buy him. People don't want to see a good guy that's good at everything. It gets boring. You want to see a guy that you hate and you want him to get knocked out. You don't want to see 2 guys going in the fight and you like both of them, and at the end of the fight, or at the beginning of the 12th, they're going in and hugging each other. Nobody wants to see that. I know I don't want to see that. I know you guys don't want to see that. You want to see 2 guys going at it that hate each other. That's why Floyd and Manny Pacquiao work. One is a good guy, one is a villain. So it's not all about racism in this card. It's to see who's the best. Now, if you think that HBO really doesn't have a great relationship with Floyd, you're bugging. Why do you think Floyd fights for HBO? Because they pay him right. They market him like he wants to be. He wants to be the villain. He knows that, they know that, and it works. Now, on that, it's not because, like I said, it's not a race thing. It's not. To some people it is, but it's not. Because you can go on the flip side to a guy that's the same type of character, the villain, in UFC. He's not black. Chael Sonnen is not black, but he's the villain. And even American fans root for his opponent that is not even American, that doesn't even speak English. So it's not all about that. It's about who you like, who you feel like you more relate to, more than a black and white thing. Now, it's true that America is the only country that we don't root for our fighters, that will root for someone else or will root for a different team. But that's what makes America great. We have the freedom to do whatever we want. We don't have to be like the Brazilians. We don't have to be like the Filipinos. Because we know we're the greatest country in the world, and we have the choice to pick whoever we want. No one says you have to be a Floyd Mayweather fan. No one says you have to be a Chael Sonnen fan. That's what makes America great. Now, if Floyd didn't like HBO, he could go to Showtime. If he felt like these guys were racism and all that and poor the black guy, Showtime would definitely give him the money. They gave Pacquiao the money. They would love to give Floyd there. Wasn't that Pacquiao's one of his highest paid fights was against Sugar Shane Mosley? I think so. Maybe not. Maybe the Miguel Cotto was. I don't know. But they gave him good money. He made a payday on that day. So what I'm saying is that it's not all about that. But I want to get into it. May 5th is the date. Mayweather's putting on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Sign that contract. Now, this will be support reports in the Philippines that Manny Pacquiao is saying that negotiations are going great and that this fight's about to happen. But a lot of people are throwing other names. Canelo, Sergio Martinez, Timothy Bradley, Marquez 4. I don't know about that. Yeah. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think this fight's going to happen May 5th? Do you think Manny Pacquiao is finally going to fight Floyd? Is Floyd going to finally fight Manny? Is the drug test going to happen? Are they going to fight with steroids, both of them? Who knows? Tell me what you guys think. And anybody who puts a dislike, at least leave a comment. Tell me what you think. I'm Willie P, and I'm out. Deuces.